Do I start?
Do you need counseling, or
Oh, I'm going.
you're going to need a hug
This
for
is
sure?
not the best position we've ever been in.
Well, 8-0. How do you come back from that?
I don't think you do.
Yeah,
This one's kind of the ship has sailed on that one, I think. But
but you
you,
still
you,
got another 20 minutes
you
of
can't
hockey to go.
you can't give up. They look like they've given up.
Well, it would be the greatest comeback in OHL
Maybe history.
history, at least for this season anyway. It's, like the hope line keeps disappearing and getting thinner and thinner. You don't like to think that way. You got to go, it's another 20 minutes. But if I was a betting man,
Yeah, if you wanted to make some money off this game,
you know,
I think
uh,
I'd like to just to go back to just. I think Serdicia. I was it's such a strange decision, really. Like, I was curious before the game,
yeah,
and yeah, I just don't think it was the right decision to put him in for another one. I know if Evan's hurt, which it seems unlikely because he's filled in for both yesterday and today's games, but I don't. It just seems like he was hanging him out there to dry and let in 6, I think, before they pulled him.
I would have thought around 3 or 4. At the 4th, I was looking down, thinking, he might have disappeared for a moment to kind of
Put his mask
up,
on.
but didn't see it happen. And who knows what's going on inside of the head of the coaches, but you've got to trust their decision, I guess. And their decisions don't always go right, but they'll certainly be criticized, I'm sure, by the fans.
A strange one, to say the least.
So we may or may not ever find out. Depends who comes up. And I suspect post game will be Al Letang when it's looking to be. It's usually a coach or somebody that comes up for something like this. If we lost 4-3 or something, now that's different. And sometimes people go, "Why are you putting the players up when they lose?" Sometimes we do, and you want to prepare them for that next level. But at the same time, they're still young.
Yeah.
It'd be hard to, you're having a hard time with it, and you're not even out there playing, right?
It
you
sucks.
Imagine being the 17-year-old out there going, what the TF,
It sucks. No one wants to lose like this.
No.
Lose at all, but especially like this.
So do you predict now coming out of this, are we just gonna see 20 minutes of fights?
I'd like to.
Yeah, of course.
It'd be all right. You gotta play for something.
Yeah, I still think I'd be focusing on the. I don't know. It's like me when I used to play golf. I could never break 100 even on the first 9.
And you knew it by the last 9.
Right, and then it's like, I'm not a quitter, but I know when I'm beat.
Yeah.
Is that a good philosophy to have? Probably not, but there's also a real. How do you divide that line between optimism and reality?
Yeah, you want to lose humbly. You don't want to be a sore loser, but
right.
You can't give up either.
Yeah.
You've got a packed house here. It's a supportive Sarnia fan base, and you don't want to leave your fans thinking, "Wow, I really wish they would have put some effort into that game." Because you've got 20 minutes to at least get a goal. Don't get shut out.
What's the conversation?
Don't get shut out. I think probably. There's not much else you can say.
Yeah.
Maybe get.
Just
I mean, you don't want to have any suspensions either for upcoming games, but
no,
someone's going to want to fight, I'm sure. Especially after that Cowan fight. That was kind of a cowardly Cowan move because he dropped the gloves and jumped him from behind, I think.
Oh, I didn't see it that quickly, so okay.
Yeah, we were in a pretty good position there.
A gooder perspective. Gooder?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be interesting. Again, it's at this point, who knows which direction this is going to take, but I think you're right. We don't want to at least get a couple of goals going up there to have some dignity left, I guess. I don't know. I'm not trying to be insultive to this thing.
You're right.
A hard place to be sitting right now, and it's they hear the conversations. Don't let your emotions get into all this stuff. You can say that. I don't know. Is the inspirational speech happening right now? I don't know what you say other than you got to keep putting your best foot forward. And if you truly believe that you're putting your best foot forward, then you can walk away saying, I gave it my best. But are you putting your best foot forward?
Yeah, that's the question. Is you're getting humiliated. How much further down the road do you really want to go? Can you stop it here
Yeah.
and say that that 40 minutes sucked, but we're gonna put a goal in or two and stem the bleeding a little bit, but otherwise you're heading down to a double-digit score here.
Yeah. What's the vibe in your section down there?
It's there's a lot of Knights fans around us.
Yeah.
So it's pretty good actually.
So it's noisy.
It's pretty good, but not for me.
Yeah, that's right. Wow. Yeah. Because what section you're down over here?
Yeah,
That's
we're
right.
in 116, just over
116,
there. There's
right,
a lot of
okay.
green, as you can see.
Yeah. There's a lot of green here today, which is typical
Yep.
when these two teams come together, and vice versa when we go down to London. And you've been around to several different arenas this season. Do you have a favorite game or a favorite arena that you were at?
Columbus game I just went to, the Stadium Series.
Oh
was
yeah, right.
Unbelievable. It was the second most attended NHL game of all time.
Wow.
94,000 people. Like, this is a
And
busy
you were
arena,
one of them.
but that was unbelievable to
Were you
see.
by yourself down for that? Or?
No, we had a good group of friends actually. Yeah, there was
Okay, nice.
6 of us, 6 or 7
You
of us.
got friends all over the planet.
We got friends all over the world. Friends in low places, friends
Right.
everywhere.
It helps. What's a ticket like that worth?
That was 300 Canadian,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah, so you definitely want it to be worth your while.
A very legendary arena to be in.
But
Or,
what about
not
in the
even arena,
what about
stadium.
in the OHL? A favorite game or arena that is there something that stands out this year?
This is home for sure, but Windsor's got a nice arena.
Yeah, they
just
do.
because how new it is.
It's almost like
Can't
a
say any-
stadium.
Yeah, no, it's a different design than anything.
Yeah,
Kitchener was. I finally got to see the auditorium this year. That was pretty surprising, actually, how old everything is. Great
Yeah.
history in that arena. I like it there. Can't say anything good about the Canada Life Center or the Budweiser Garden. No,
No.
nothing good about the London Knights Center. No.
just because you don't like
Nope,
London.
it's cold and gray, and it's not a fan.
Okay, there you go. I haven't seen a hockey game there. I saw Jeff Dunham there. That was the only time I've been in there, and that was a lot of fun. So
Been to our fair share. We went to the playoff games there. It's a lively arena.
yeah, cool. All right, Connor. Well, I don't know what else we can say here to keep anybody interested. So we're just gonna wrap it up at that. But
Keep your head up.
keep your head up and keep
your
going.
stick on
and,
the
and,
ice.
I don't know. Now, do you rest between now and Wednesday, or do you get out and practice? Like there's not a lot of time there.
I would say you're probably going to get maybe tomorrow just because it was three games in 3 days. But Tuesday I could see a pretty hard skate coming.
Yeah, around the OHL right now, like look at that. Sudbury's beating up Barrie.
We're not the only ones. It's
Right, like
it's the worst defeat, but it's not. We're not the
Ottawa
only ones.
North Bay tied. That's interesting. So
It's
there's
going to be.
happening.
It's a big important week. So yeah, it is Erie on Wednesday, and it's Sioux on Friday.
Right.
So this is massive because they're only 2 points behind us right now. Two
That's
points.
right.
That's
all
only
they-
a win.
all
So
they need- yeah, that's
you
only a
really
win, and
have
we're
to-
losing today.
you can kind of look past this now and look towards the Erie game and say you have to beat Erie, and you most definitely have to beat Sault Ste. Marie on Friday, 100%, or else it's kind of your. I was listening to the Guelph game on Friday, and their announcers they were kind of saying this is Guelph's time to, or else their playoff hopes kind of fizzle, and they did a little bit. So now they're so far behind, but Owen Sound and Sault Ste. Marie are right behind us,
Yeah.
hungry for a spot. So
Got your 50-50 for
Yeah,
a
this
chance at $6,700.
might be the only good thing to come out of this game.
You're buying dinner tonight if you win that.
If it goes to a London fan, that's it.
There you go.
I'm out.
Kyle's a London fan on TikTok, and he says, "What's wrong with the Canada Life place in London?"
Everything about it.
He just doesn't like London. Period. That's it. We
There's no two ways around
don't
it.
go down that road, Kyle. But fair enough. All right, we're going to wrap things up. That's going to be it for Connor and myself here on Facebook and YouTube, and we're going to wrap up TikTok. I'm going to go set up for the post-game press conference, which should be very interesting, regardless of who's up there. So, but keep watching. Thanks again to our friends at Hughes Intelligence Canada for all their support. Thanks to all of you for watching. Please click the share button to spread the word of what we do here with the Sarnia Sting. But as always, I'm David Burrows and my dear friend Connor Burke. 1, 2, 3,
Go Sting, go!